So
And our group we talk about a topic, should testing on animal be banned? And in my opinion, animal testing should be banned, since first of all it's cruel and inhuman. You know, some animals in the subject are fox to BBQ, and like they can have their own opinion. And second of all, scientists are able to test vaccine on human volunteers in the COVID-19 pandemic, demonstrated that researchers can skip animal testing and go straight to observing how vaccines work in humans. And there are alternative testing methods now exist that can replace the need for animals. And that's why I think that testing on animals should be banned.
and however, I have some reasons to not agree with you, and so there are like around. Oops, excuse me. So I have, I don't agree with you in this topic, and I am on the opinion of we should continue to make some scientific test on animal because for four reasons. And the first reason is that the supporters of animal testing argue that many medical treatments and procedures have been developed from experiments on animals. For example, like in the pandemic COVID-19, before we use the vaccine or like before we apply the vaccine on the human, on the real human, we try to create the vaccine and we apply it on apply it on the Syrian hamsters. It is a really important animal model for COVID-19 because disease in those animals closely resembles the disease in humans. Additionally, older male hamsters develop more severe diseases than young female hamsters, which reflects some of the differences seen in human infected by SARS-CoV-2. Hamsters models have contributed to the evaluation of investigational COVID-19 vaccine candidates and antiviral drugs. And the second reason is that experiments on animals assist in discovering ways to help people and other animals for the future. Before we apply some vaccine or some drug on animal, I think on human, I think we can apply it on many animal first, as we know that the mouse have a really close organs and body compared to the humans, so that when we apply the drug or some vaccines to them, we can know how if they whether they work well or not to the animal, so that we don't like harm many people and many people life will not be harmed. And the third reason is that animal testing provides scientists with some important data to treat human diseases. That is, it is really obvious. And the final one is that legislation on most countries to set standards for animal testing and laboratories have guidelines to prevent cruelty. Well, and that's all of my parts. And how about you, Tan?
So for me, I agree with you both on some of your points. Um, First of all, I'm a neutral person, so I think there are both the bad and the good sides of a single problem, and there is surely no exception for animal testing as well. So in terms of advantages and good sides of animal testing, I see it. Animal testing provides opportunities for scientists to maybe discover new treatments for human diseases, like Blank said. And also, if the scientists are put under some typical rules or disciplines to not impose such cruelty on these animals, so there will be no suffering at all, like on the news we are often hear today. And in terms of the bad sides, uh, I think that immorality is maybe the most notable feature that that the opponents to animal testing tend to prove the point with, and because these chemical experiments often cause great pain and suffering to the animals which are put under these experiments, and that should be considered as a inhuman act. And furthermore, and I believe that not all the animal testing um, by carrying out experiments will be helpful for human, because some some of some of the results of the those experiments are not applicable to reality, and that is such a waste of wildlife. That is my opinion.
Yeah, and I think that's all of our viewpoints about these this really controversial topic. And I hope you will enjoy our video, and you can leave some comments on our presentation. And thank a lot to listen to our debate competition now. And that's all for today. And thank you, you guys, for really good points of view. And yeah, thank you.